Good morning everybody, and welcome to Jim's 5 a.m. club. And today I come to you from a glorious vantage point over here at Bronte. It's a sunny day. It's awesome. It's winter, it's mild. I'm with a t-shirt and I'm just sitting here on the cliff face, as you can see, right on the cliff here at Bronte. That's the Bronte Pool down there. Behind me over there is the famous bogey hole at the southern end of Bronte Beach. It's always protected there, so it's great to go swimming in winter, summer, spring and autumn. You can bring your kids down. It's protected by rocks, as you can see all around there, and it's low tide now, but even in high tide there's a protection there which is great and secure. Anyway, let me take some time to have a chat to you about a topic which is near and dear to my heart. And I was just walking here from the car, and there are some beautiful houses around here. It's one of the nicest suburbs in Sydney, as you can see. It's all coastline, and there are magnificent dwellings perched up on the hills with ocean views, and an awesome place to live because of the lifestyle and everything. And one guy said to the other guy, "Wow, check that house out there. I wonder how much that is worth." And it reminded me of a story that I heard many years ago about two Greeks, a father and son, and they were walking, and the son says to the father, Πατέρα, κοίτα εκεί πέρα ένα κτίριο. Αυτό το κτίριο πόσο αξίζει? Τι τιμή έχει αυτό το κτίριο?» Και ο πατέρας λέει, απαντάει, ανάλογα παιδί μου, ανάλογα αν το πουλάμε ή αν το αγοράζουμε. And when I heard that, I just burst into laughter. Let me relive a little story for you that I heard many years ago about a father and son in Greece. They were walking through Athens, and the son was very keen and was asking his father lots of questions. And one of the questions was, as he pointed to a beautiful building, he said, Father, check out that building there. How much do you think it's worth?" To which the father wisely replies, "Son, it all depends. It all depends if we're buying or selling." How powerful is that? How powerful is that as a lesson in life? Years ago when I was working at, where was I working? I was working at Optus, that's right, I was working at Optus. And I remember meeting an Indian fellow, a man of Indian descent, who was very clever, very witty and very funny. And I think it was at the time there where we were having the war in Afghanistan. Anyway, one of those wars there where George Bush Sr. was the one who sent his troops out. And we were talking, and I said, "Oh geez, there's a lot of evil in the world. How amazing is it that, we're going to war and there's evil?" And he says, "James, there really isn't much evil in the world. All we have are differing interests." To which I also found that quite profound. And you often see amongst friends, amongst family, amongst people, lots of squabbling over things. And you wonder why people get to the point where brother doesn't talk to brother, father doesn't talk to son, and vice versa. But then you start to realize that it all depends on your perspective. It all depends on whose interest you're looking at. Because as they say, there's more than one side to a story. There's the top side, there's the bottom side, and it's the side all around. So if you look at a coin, on one side is heads, on the other side is tails, and all around the coin are different perspectives as well, depending on where you're sitting and how you're looking at it. So, how can we use this? What's the lesson that we take from this? Well, the lesson, let me put my glasses on because it is a bit bright here. The lesson for all the young people is it's pretty obvious. You've got to understand that there are different perspectives in life and people have different interests. You know, we're all looking to satisfy our own interests first and then everybody else's interests. Unless you're very lucky. Unless you're very lucky and you have friends and family and people who put your interests ahead of theirs. But in this world, we're slowly starting to understand and starting to see that everybody's out for their own. Everybody's out to satisfy the gulitus, out for themselves. So you need to protect yourself. You need to be careful, and you need to not open yourself up to being abused and used. So be measured. Be measured in what you do and how you do it, and always start with the end in mind. But the best thing of all, as Steve Covey says, is to have the win-win mindset. Try and involve yourself in situations. I just saw a big whale breach offshore there. Try and have yourself in situations and in relationships where whatever you work on, whatever you do, delivers outcomes for both parties. So that not only you win, they win as well. And that way both are satisfied. Both are satisfied with the input that they're putting in and with the output that they're generating. Anyway, let me see what time it is. Right, I've got a few more minutes to go. So let's summarise what we've just said. And as you can see, we're at this beautiful Bronte Baths here, one of the best pools in the world, in my view of course. But to remember that the value you place on things depends on whether or not you're buying or selling. Obviously, if you're buying a property, you want to try and give the impression of a cheaper value so you can buy it for cheaper. And if you're selling it, you're going to talk it up so that you can get a bigger and better price. Similarly with people, we all have different interests. We have differing interests, differing perspectives, different goals, different timelines. So it's very, very hard. It's very, very hard indeed to be able to bring a balance so that everybody benefits from a shared outcome. But whilst it's hard, it's possible. Now you can compromise a little bit yourself so that the other person can get something in return, so that following a transaction, we both feel satisfied. It doesn't take much to give something away. And remember, you may not want 100% satisfaction. You may be happy with 80% satisfaction, as long as the other person is happy to do the deal, and will come back again and again, and you maintain your relationship and you maintain your friendships. It's all give and take. So take a balanced view in life, so that you can make sure that you get what you desire, but you also offer other people an outlet for them to have some satisfaction. Anyway, let's finish up. It's another beautiful day, so let's finish off with our positive affirmation. I'm alive, I am well, and I feel absolutely great. Not as great as that person who just finished down there, but I'll be going for a swim later on and making the most of it. To all my friends and family, stay connected, stay relevant, but most importantly of all, stay balanced with your perspectives and be honourable with everything you do to make sure that you always get engaged in a win-win situation, so it's not always lopsided and that the other person doesn't feel as if they're getting used and abused, so that they can keep on coming back time and time again. And that way we can maintain our relationships, our families, our friendships, our work environments, and all of the things that we transact with on a daily, weekly and a yearly basis. Anyway, Yassas from beautiful Bronte. Hopefully tomorrow I come from another wonderful location with another awesome, empowering message. For those who find it empowering, obviously most people have their own opinions and their own views, that's fine. But for those who benefit and who find my vlogs useful, you're more than welcome. I love living, learning and passing it on. And I hope you too can do the same. Yassas, asagapao. Bye for now, and until we chat again, bye.